Hi, my name is Julian Hill and I'm going to talk about Buddhist psychotherapy. This form of psychotherapy is based on a firm Buddhist foundation working with awareness and suffering. So many of us struggle behind the scenes and find it very hard just to be with ourselves, filling our lives with frantic activity, needing to achieve, so that at the end of the day we find it quite hard just to sit with ourselves and be okay. We need to be constantly engaged in activity to get away from our own difficulty. Both Buddhism and psychotherapy help us come to terms with what's going on inside, and as we start to unpack our feelings, we start to realize that these internal struggles are very often the very things that are driving us out and making us need to achieve and do other things instead of just dealing with what's going on inside. Buddhist psychotherapy is all about developing awareness, what's going on in your mind. Most of us are still reacting to past situations, and when we meet people we find ourselves becoming afraid and fearful because we had negative experience in the past that we're still reacting to in the present day situation. And when you start to become aware of these patterns and look inside them, that's how we can start to work through them and let go. If we talk about our stuff endlessly, we can go round and round in circles and not really get anywhere. But the moment we become aware of how it's affecting us inside, and we get in touch with the body and notice how we're grieving or feeling really full of rage or holding certain tension in certain parts of the body, if we can really get in touch with the body's version of this, then that's where we can really start to let go. You can't let go of what you don't know. So as soon as you start to really feel into the situations and notice how you're affected inside, then that's where you can really start to release. The Buddhist psychotherapy is very much a body-based form of therapy where we become aware of how we're affected inside, how the body is responding, and how our energies are changing as we move through different processes. The aim is to come to terms with the truth just as it is, accepting things deeply, how we feel inside, finding our own truth, our own response to situations, allowing that and letting that be here and looking inside that and seeing what really matters, because each person is different and we have our triggers and we're activated by various different things from our past history. When we can work right the way down into the core of our struggle and our suffering, we find something extraordinary there. There's a sense of presence. We find a calmness and a clarity and an openness, and we can start to just settle into a deeper sense of ourself that feels neutral. It's very responsive and very vibrant, and we can just be and just feel at ease with ourselves. In many ways, Buddhist psychotherapy helps us move out of our head and into our heart and into our body, and become much more aware of our more subtle feelings and energies. It's really not analysis. It's not about judging the self or trying to solve the problems. It's much more to do with accepting deeply and allowing things to be and to just run their course so that we can really, really relax and let go. Buddhist psychotherapy is ideal for people who are at a crossroads in their life. They've gone through a big change, or they're going through some crisis, or they find that they're just not satisfied, or they're just not quite getting it and they want to deepen into something, find a deeper truth, a deeper meaning. It's great if people are going through a big shift in awareness, which can be called spiritual crisis. And it's also really helpful for people who are struggling with mental issues or depression, or find that they're losing a sense of clarity. Buddhist psychotherapy takes place once a week, where you set aside an hour to just see what arises. You enter into a process, and it's really interesting as the weeks go by, seeing what unfolds and looking inside, and the process starts to reveal itself to you. From my experience, important changes take place over time. It's a long-term process. I'm based in London. My clinic is in Paddington, and I'm currently working towards accreditation with the United Kingdom Council for Psychotherapy, and I abide by the Karuna Code of Ethics. The Karuna Institute is my training college based in Devon, and if you're interested in looking into this work, I offer a free initial session where we can meet and see what your needs are, see if it seems appropriate for you, and you can give me a ring on 07910 315 167. Thank you.